guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Princess and for today's video is going to be my eyeshadow palette tag, and this is originated by Ali Glines and Samantha Mark. Go started, and first question is going to be, what's your newest palette? My newest palette is going to be this one. This is the e.l.f. Collaboration with J. Kisa. This is actually their round 2 collaboration, and unfortunately I didn't get the first one, which is it's only limited edition, and I just wanted to buy that one, but they don't bring it back anymore, and I hope so they will bring it back because I wanted to try it out so bad. But anyway, this one is their newest eyeshadow palette in their website, which is the To The Rescue. Here it is, and by the way, this one it is a $20 eyeshadow palette, and this one is really a colorful one, as you guys can see on the packaging. I haven't done a review or touched this one or swatched them yet because I'm saving it for my next video to do a review on this eyeshadow palette. So here is the front, the packaging, and it's really nice, and then the shield or the plastic shield inside of each palette, they use this as stickers in here, so it's like you have to put these stickers in here on the front, so you can just design your whatever you wanted to put in there, or you have to do whatever you wanted to do in the front. But for me, I'm going to leave it like this. This is how it looks like. It is very colorful one, and it does have a bigger mirror, and the one thing I like about this one is because it is a collaboration product, which is they have a different packaging, different than the other eyeshadow palettes they have in their website. Lightest color right here, and then the deepest color, and then they have the shimmers or metallics on the bottom, which is you can use this as a monochromatic eyeshadow look, each of these colors, or you can combine them. Next one question is my oldest palette, which is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Again, this is their warm eyeshadow palette. So this one is around 2010, 2011, I think 2011 I've got this one, and this is my oldest one, as you guys can see. And I'm saving this one because I was into makeup for the first time. I started to use eyeshadows when I was like after graduating high school, because I'm not into eyeshadow on that time yet, but after high school I started to play around with different colors, different shades of eyeshadows, and this is one of my eyeshadow palette that I did use when I was working. And then as you guys can see, my favorite colors, or the ones that I always wear, are right there. Then I wish they have this one so that I can like reminiscence or check the texture again if it's still the same. And I just love this palette. And then as you guys can see on this here, it still show eyes, lips, and face, which is e.l.f. I'm just like saving this one because this is one of my OG eyeshadow palettes, so it's like more sentimental value on this one. So the next question is, which one is your most expensive palette? I actually have two right here, and I don't really have a lot of expensive eyeshadow palette because I'm more on the affordable ones, like drugstores or indie brands. But I do have these ones. These are the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I have the Modern Renaissance, and I have the Soft Glam. These are the only ones I have in their brand, on this brand for now. And this is how it looks like, the Modern Renaissance. And the next one is the Soft Glam, which I haven't used yet because it's too pretty to use. So here it is, and I still have the shields right here, so I cannot wait to try this one on. And these ones are really good and rich color compared to the Modern Renaissance. So these are my most expensive eyeshadow palettes so far. Number 4, which is your affordable palette. Affordable palette, which is this one. This is Amuse Cosmetics, and they are purple colors. And I bought this one at shopmissa.com, and it's only $1. So this is one of my the most affordable one, which is $1. So I have this, and I haven't tried this one yet, and I'm into purples, lavenders, eyeshadows. So I bought this one because they have a different textures, different shades. So I'm going to try this one next time. Number 5, which is your everyday palette. This is the Femme Rosa She palette, collaboration with Karochi and ColourPop. I always have this one on my videos or my other previous videos because I use this palette for my project pen, and I do some updates, and sometimes I use this one whenever I do my reviews or other reviews, product reviews. And this is how it looks like inside, and this one is the oldest version of it, and it's not available in the ColourPop website, but sometimes they bring it back, and so far they haven't bring it back some of their eyeshadow palettes because of the pandemic right now, and hopefully they will bring it back again because this is a really nice flexible eyeshadow palette because it does have a rich colors right here, the red and the dark purple right here, and then they have a lot of the kind of light orangey here or peach colors, and then they have the metallics or the shimmers, and it does have satin here also. And then number 6, most colorful palette. My most colorful palette will be this one. This one is the Take Me Back to Brazil. These are like a 35 color pressed pigment palette, and it does have a mirror right here, and this is the most colorful one, I believe, because I have the James Charles, but that one does have a mixed color of neutrals. So this one is my most colorful palette, and I like how it's the background which is a white color, and it does have a little bit color in here, and it pops out all of these different rainbow colors. Number 7, which is your smallest palette. Actually have 2 here. This one is my most smallest palette, which is Misha, and this is a Korean brand or Korean beauty brand, and this is how it looks like. And I don't know how much products in here, like eyeshadow trio by Mykonos, and it does have 3 grams or 0.10 ounces in here. This is how they look like. So these are my smallest eyeshadow palettes. Number 8, which is your biggest palette or palettes. I have 2 right here, and first is going to be the, of course, James Charles, Morphe James Charles, and I used this once because it's too big. I don't have time to use it yet, and this is how it looks like. So it's like more bigger than on my face, and I like this one. I bought this one for Christmas for myself, and I just don't want to use it because it's too pretty to use, but of course eyeshadows you need to use them because they're gonna get expired. And the next one will be this Wet n Wild one. I don't know what's the name of this, but this is the Wet n Wild biggest eyeshadow palette they have. It's like the same thing as the James Charles. It's like kind of dupe one for them, for that eyeshadow palette, but this one, it does have a lot more eyeshadows colors right here. As you guys can see, I haven't taken off the plastic yet, and I haven't swatches them and tried this eyeshadows also because it's too big. So it's kind of like intimidating to use this eyeshadow palette compared to the ones just like regular eyeshadow palettes like right here. So number 9, palette with the best memory, and my best memory palette so far, it will be this one. This is the Naked palette by Urban Decay. This is their first eyeshadow palette that it really triggered the beauty community before, like around 2000, I'm not sure when, 2012, 2011, I'm not sure. And I was like, I told you guys, I was into makeup eyeshadow palettes on that time. I started to play around with eyeshadow palettes, and this is the my most memorable eyeshadow palette because I was into eyeshadows, and then this is my first eyeshadow palette that I really wanted to buy because it really nice and pretty, and then the eyeshadows right here are really wearable and really can use day and night. And as you guys can see, I didn't really use most of it because I'm saving it because it's too precious. And as you guys know, whenever for me, in my opinion, for myself, whenever the eyeshadow palette is really too pretty, I don't want to use it because I want to preserve it and look at it every day of my life. And then I was like a little bit disappointed when I didn't really use it much more when it's still good. I just realized it does expire because I'm not into makeup before, and I thought makeup will last longer. And then until I was into makeup, I didn't know that you can't use them anymore whenever they expired. And then I just love using this one. My favorite color right here will be Half Baked. Number 10, palette worth the hype. For my opinion, the palette worth the hype will be the Soft Glam because of the textures and the rich color in here. Number 11, palette not worth the hype. This is my only opinion, but for me, I was disappointed when I started to use this palette. This is the Take Me Back to Brazil Rio edition because of the eyeshadow in here. They are all shimmers and they are already like a chunky one, and then whenever I try to put them on my eyelids, they are really not really rich color. They crumbled. Number 12, favorite palette from a favorite brand. My favorite palette, it will be this one. This is the ColourPop Double Entendre, and this is how it looks like. Yes, they are just like a normal color. They are just like neutrals, but the shimmers are really great. I just love using this one whenever I take bring it in here on my desk. Whenever I use this one, it just blows my mind because of the texture, the blendable, the opaque of this eyeshadows. They are really rich, and then whenever you blend them in your eyes, they're really in there. They are really, I just love this eyeshadow palette. It is really my favorite eyeshadow in my favorite brand. 13, your most used palette, which is this one. This is the Bad Habit Athena. This is the Dew for the Desert eyeshadow by Huda Beauty, and this is how it looks like. Bad Habit is like a brand that always dupes the high-end eyeshadow palettes, but they are not in the business anymore. 14, underrated palette or needed more love in my collection. It will be this one. This is the Zodiac Sign by BH Cosmetics. I still have the sleeve on, and then BH Cosmetics, they have 25 color eyeshadows in here and one highlighter, and this is how it looks like inside. It does have a big mirror right here, and here is the colorful wheel of these eyeshadows. They have all the shimmers or metallics outside of this, and then inside of it they all matte color, and then one highlighter. And I haven't used this much because of I have a lot of eyeshadows in my collection, and I love all the metallics in here. Sometimes I use this eyeshadow palette to mix it up with other eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes, and I think this is my underrated or needed more love to use on my collection. Number 15, or my last the last question, is palette that is limited edition or discontinued. It will be this one, the Durham Street collaboration with Kathleen Lights with ColourPop. And I haven't used this one in the camera. I just swatched it, but they are really nice color. I love this one. I haven't tried this on my eyes, but every time I swatches this eyeshadows, it really blows my mind because how beautiful these eyeshadows, the pigmentation, the formula, they are really buttery right here. It's really nice. So this is the palette that is really limited edition because they don't have it in their website anymore. That's it for you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys enjoyed this one, please give this a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Thanks for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye bye.